Welcome to the Oakley Podcast, Trucking Business and Family. It's Jeremy Kellett, Director of Recruiting here at Oakley Trucking. I'm your host for this podcast. This week's episode, we are talking recruiting. So when this episode got started, or this podcast got started a long time ago, I didn't have any idea that it was going to turn into a recruiting tool for us. So, because originally we just used this thing, we wanted to communicate with our owner-operators a little bit better and give them an insight to what's going on here at Oakley Trucking and other parts of the company. Well, ever since then, I mean, we've been doing it like 5 years now, 4 or 5 years, and it has turned into such a great recruiting tool that helps us, helps the recruiters, helps the recruit that wants to know something about us, find out things about us that they wouldn't know otherwise. And so I want to do this episode. We've done a little bit in the past, but not like we're doing now. I want to actually talk to the recruits that are interested in coming to work here and give them more. And this will probably happen to the guys that are working here too. They don't know a lot of this stuff, or remind them of things that we offer as a company to an independent contractor, and go over a few of these things that we think separates us from our competition and from other companies. So I appreciate everybody joining us every week like you do, man. It speaks volumes, and gives us some good ideas to come up with, to give to you out there. So be sure and, spread the word about the Oakley Podcast. It would be very much appreciated. Now, to talk recruiting, I figured it would be a great idea to have a recruiter in here on this episode.
Makes sense.
So I ended up getting 3. Now, Kent Childers, Dustin Eagle, Corey Huey, in here to talk about not only just what we offer, but also, their daily job that they go through on trying to find the right people for Oakley Trucking. And I know a lot of people out there think, well, that's, that ought to be easy. There's thousands, millions of truck drivers all over the place. Well, it is not that easy. And we'll get a little bit inside that too. So let's go ahead and get started. You guys, first of all, I appreciate you coming up here and doing this. And as of right now, there's only one recruiter downstairs, and we're probably missing a bunch of phone calls, but that's all right. We're going to make it. This is turning into to be better than anything else is the podcast.
So we're going to get more from this.
We're going to get more from this than if we were sitting down there at our desk answering the phone. And I don't know where all to start with this. I mean, you guys can help me on that, but I think I just want to explain the basics. So when you get a phone call, you got a recruit that calls in, and it's his first time, and he's calling in to talk to a recruiter, and he says, tell me a little something about Oakley Trucking. What do you guys start out with?
Well, I think you just start with the basics. You don't want to get too in depth with the recruit right off the bat. You just pretty much tell him we're a 100% owner-operator company. We don't have any company trucks here. We're looking for owner-operators, that want to run over the road.
Yeah.
That's a big, get that out there. Make sure that they're looking for over-the-road work, I think, and then you kind of get into what they're doing now. I think that's pretty much basic what we all do starting out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, when I get somebody on the phone, just realize that, hey, they're a business guy. I mean, they've, whether they're already owner-operator or they're looking to get their own truck, I mean, they're going into business for themselves. So how can our business at Oakley help them and benefit, so giving them, not just laying out, A, B, C, D, this is what we offer, but, sometimes it may mean helping them, get in touch with a tax guy or a finance guy or something like that to help them, because, we want them to be successful. So, there's there's all different. I mean, every phone call is different.
Yeah, and I think when you get that initial phone call, you're trying to pre-qualify the guy and make sure he's even going to be, would be an asset to us or not. So you're doing a little bit of pre-qualifying during that, and then when they check the boxes, then you're developing a relationship with them now.
Sure.
Well, they've called you for a reason. Either if they're already an owner-operator, they're looking for something steady, which is what, it's one thing that's real particular about Oakley is we are a very busy company. If you want to work, it's over here to do. They got plenty for guys to do.
Well, everybody's got their different reason they're calling us, and you're trying to figure out what that is.
Sure. Oh, yeah.
You have to kind of figure out, what is he looking for?
Right.
What is that recruit looking for? Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer strives to take care of our owner-operators as quickly and accurately as possible. As a family-owned and operated company, they understand and value the importance of relationships just like we do. That is why Oakley owner-operator Joe Williams continues to return to their shop for service on his truck.
I've been with Oakley Trucking for 2 years in this April, first time owner-operator. It was a shock, the maintenance and the repairs on it, because I've never done anything like this before. And I told my wife, I said, I'm going to try that Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer, because they're so convenient. They're right there off the interstate, right down the road from Oakley Trucking. And I talked to Nathan, and being an owner-operator, he tries to get the owner-operators in and out as quick as possible, because he knows if we're not rolling, we're not making money. If they tell me they can get my truck in at a certain time, they get it in at a certain time. If they tell me, well, it'll be ready at this time, it's ready at that time. So I can really count on them. They're competitive with anybody around, probably better than most.
Next time your truck needs service, give Central Arkansas Truck and Trailer a call at 501-568-2185 and let them know you heard it here on the Oakley Podcast. So what's some of the benefits that you guys think separate us from our competition?
Well, we are 100% owner-op.
Yep, mentioned that.
We pay for all miles, including fuel surcharge on all miles.
I think that's a big difference because a lot of our competition pays percentage, and we pay loaded and empty miles. Not a lot of our competitors pay deadhead miles.
That's a lot of that's hard to get through to them.
Exactly.
They don't understand. Because most owner operators get percentage. So going to a straight mileage, that's something we fight quite a bit. I think is getting them to understand that it's loaded and empty miles, and
yes,
it takes telling them that a few times for it to sink in. For
it
sure.
does.
Right.
You pay deadhead miles, really?
Yep. Right.
So I think that's a big one, and believe it or not, no trailer rental.
That's a big one.
Big one. There's a lot of, we're one of the few that doesn't charge anything for a trailer that I've ever talked to.
Yeah.
So I think that's a real big one.
And a nice trailer at that.
Nice.
We pay weekly, every week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's one thing, you hear a lot from recruits. Well, I haven't got paid this week, or my check was supposed to be there yesterday and I haven't got it. But we've all been here a long time, and I've never known checks not to be there on Friday morning.
Go through what all we pay. I mean, other than loaded and empty miles, yes, we got to stress that. But what's the other pay that we have?
Well, we got the CSA pay.
All right.
So basically what that is, if you're familiar with the roadside inspections, if you get a violation for a light or for speeding or any violation, those violations are linked to a point system. So regardless of what your current point system is prior to Oakley, any owner-operator that leases Oakley has a clean slate, so to speak. So 0 points, and that 0 score is worth 25 cents. And it's just an incentive to stay safe out there on the road. I mean, it's up to you to maintain that 25 cents. So, and then then it falls off.
It's
I
got
didn't
some
write that
increments
down.
there.
Right.
If you do get a violation and it's worth so many points, then it goes down to
21
or
cents,
maybe then
and
19.
Right.
And,
So,
yeah.
which is a lot of money. I mean, if you think
Yeah.
about that over a year's time. So that's probably the big one there. That freight.
And that's paid on loaded and empty.
empty.
Right.
On top of the base pay.
Right.
Then you have your fuel surcharge you get for empty and loaded miles here.
Yeah, that's another one you got to explain that a lot of people don't understand.
It updates weekly.
Yep.
It's not really a major change week to week. It might go up a penny, down a penny, stay the same. So, but
Yep.
that's a big one too. I mean, you get it on all miles.
Yeah, what is it this week?
It was
39, I think.
39.
39 cents.
39 cents a mile on all miles. So you add that on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
What else you got?
You got a freight surcharge.
Freight surcharge. I mean, we put that in place when?
Oh, years.
Back
Couple
is it
years.
like 21 or something?
Yeah.
3 or 4 years
Yep.
ago.
And it's stuck.
We added a 20-cent freight surcharge to loaded and empty miles, just for our listeners out there and our guys working here. They know this because it says it on the settlement, freight surcharge, 20 cents a mile. That's when things were rocking. I mean, out of control back in 21, 22. Well, things have died down a lot since then with freight rates for sure. But we ain't taking that away from our guys. That's something we couldn't add it to the base pay because we weren't sure what was exactly going to happen with the freight. But we added that to there, to every load that they do, every mile that they do, and I mean we ain't taking it away. It's part of the pay now. So I mean, it just makes the settlement a little confusing because it lists out the fuel surcharge, it lists out the freight surcharge pay, and the is that it? That's it.
Base pay, four things.
Base pay, yeah. Then freight surcharge and fuel surcharge. Oh, and
It makes
CSA
it hard
pay.
to explain it to
Yeah.
a guy on the phone.
Yeah, it can be a little confusing, but when you look at a settlement, it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
To add it up, and we do a good job of that when it comes to doing that. I think and you guys stop me because I'll get to talking too much about it, but I try to simplify it to where a guy with a truck can come over here and we have every tool that he needs. We have everything to make it simple. He can run under our authority, our DOT number.
Yep.
He can run under our liability insurance, which is a huge expense to these guys if they get it on their own.
Yep.
He can get physical damage, non-trucking, and occupational accidental, all the insurances through us if he wants to. We make it simple. We got great rates for that to be competitive because we got so many on it.
Yep.
We give him a fuel card. Fuel comes out of the settlement. We do it, like Kent said, a weekly settlement every week. I mean, we want this guy to focus on customer service and safety, and we take care of the rest. I mean, we got the loads, we got we got the work to do. That was done in the beginning a long time ago, was to make this thing simple for them to where they can come over here and make money and just concentrate on getting the right truck and
Point A to point B.
Yep, staying busy.
Mm-hmm.
So
You're going to
What do
bring
y'all
up
think?
the bonus.
what is it?
The 10 cents.
Yeah, how's that work?
That's kind of an anniversary special.
Mm-hmm. Tell everybody how that works.
Well, it's attached to your anniversary, and you've earned 10 cents extra on your loaded miles when you've been here a year.
So you go back and pay them 10 cents a loaded mile.
Yes,
All right.
and that goes up a penny each year.
Okay.
Yep.
Any end to that?
There's not a cap. That's what you mean.
Right.
Yep.
No. The end
Keeps going up. Yep.
The end is if you're ended here.
Yeah, right.
That's the end. If you don't work here
Yeah.
anymore, that is the end of the anniversary. And you have to be here on your anniversary to get it.
That's right.
Correct.
but nothing paid during the year. If you quit or you get terminated because of a safety issue or a customer issue, you get zero.
So if I work here 11 months and 25 days,
You don't get it.
You're out.
man,
Especially you.
It's got to be special.
No, we don't do that to people. We've actually done that. You know, guys have gotten sick or
Oh, yeah.
whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and we've been pretty generous with that. But it's a huge little pick me up to give them not only a savings type deal that they can't get to it, but when it hits their anniversary, then they're looking forward to it. It gives them it's more of a retention tool. When you have a bad day, oh man, I've got $5,000 built up in this anniversary bonus. You know, I better cool off. Let me take a week off here because I don't want to give that up or anything like. I mean, it's something. It started out a long time ago. We started it a long time ago, and that was the reason it was built like that, is so that it would automatically save them money. And if they and all we get in return is you stay here.
Yeah.
But because back then, a long time ago, we'd have it was a nightmare. Guys just wouldn't manage their money. And we got on trying to help them manage their money, and we came up with this plan. And then it's grown from 30 years ago to this, and it's been great. I mean, the owner operators love it. I mean, they look forward to it. It's and you got some that you just think about it. Guys been here 20, 25 years.
Oh, yeah.
Seen some big bonus checks.
And you see some big bonus checks because it keeps going up a penny every year. And I mean, that first one's a 10 cent on all your loaded miles. I mean, you run, well, most of them probably 80,000 loaded miles. I mean,
Yeah, it's
$8,000.
I think it's worth mentioning. It used to be 5 cents
It used to be 5 cents. It
when
sure
you
did.
started out, and then we bumped it up another 5 cents. So
Yeah.
that's something else we've done for
Yeah.
our guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's the pay is that's something that we have always been good at, is paying our owner operators well. I mean, you've got to get the best. You got to continue to pay them well, and that's why we got so many of these benefits to make them money. I mean, that's the bottom line.
One more thing before we move on with what separates us, Jeremy. I think I've heard it twice this week from some of our owner operators. They are so impressed when they walk in that back door. We know their name.
Yeah,
You shake their hand,
I don't, but
and you know
do.
their name.
I used to.
And I've heard it twice just this week.
Have you?
How they are, we've never been to a company that we walk in and say, hey, what's going on, Greg?
Mm-hmm.
And they just feel right at home.
Yeah.
And I don't think they get that out there at all very much. And they like it.
Well, me and Kent can't remember a name. We're terrible.
Yeah.
We take medication for that.
Yeah. It's challenging. What's that stuff called? We need to be on that.
I can't even remember that.
Yeah.
Prevalent-
Right. I know it, man. I know.
I'm sure I got some in my pocket.
We Corey tells out how we save some of these owner operators money that they may not realize how much we save them. Save and pay.
Yeah, so I mean, we're talking about the anniversary bonus there. So, just now, this is since January 1 till now. I mean, we've paid out over $2.5 million in anniversary bonuses in the first half of the year. Another big one is where was it? I wrote it down here. The fuel surcharge. We said it was 39 cents. Well, it's averaged 35 cents since the beginning of the year on an average. And total miles,
About 40
That's,
million miles.
Yeah, it's 39.9.
yeah, so it's like close to $14 million in fuel surcharge paid out since the first of the year too. And
How much we saved them on fuel discounts?
yeah, fuel discounts, same kind of deal. I mean, average discounts 57 cents a gallon since January.
Wow.
And saved them over $3 million, $3.2 million in fuel discounts.
That's huge.
It's a lot of
It's
money.
a lot of money. So
That is something that's taken for granted, I think, every week with these fuel discounts that we have developed with a lot of these stops. Man, I mean, it's just unbelievable that you can average 57-cent discount all year long here. And that, it makes me, I kind of feel bad for the guys paying full price, which I doubt if there's many out there paying full price, but probably. But, we pump so many gallons out. We pumping 1.2 million gallons a month of diesel fuel. And so these discounts, and these discounts are on your settlement every week. It shows exactly minus this amount of money. And you can keep up with it. How do they know the discounts? On their app, right?
Correct.
On the TransFlow app or the fuel management
website.
website.
And it's updated daily, and you can kind of see what the discounts are at all stops. And we don't just tell them to go to a certain stop to fuel. We give them all the options with Love's, TA Petro, Road Ranger, Pilot Flying J. We have different deals with all these people, and they have the option of going anywhere, fueling any stop they like. Because all of them, different. They're owner operators. So they want to go somewhere different. They can.
Yeah, another bonus there. I know us four sitting here like to think we're the best at recruiting and we don't need any help, but referral bonus is a huge one. So we've paid out over $220,000 since the start of the year in referral bonuses to our current guys, and there's a couple in there that have made the majority of that, but that's a good way to make some extra money on top of your mileage pay and stuff like that, just for talking to random guys out there or buddies that that are working somewhere else, to getting them in touch with us so we can try to get them over here with us.
There's a lot of guys leaving money on the table out there.
Yes, sir.
If they just put forth a little bit of effort, we could find some really good owner operators, and we could pay them at the same time, because I tell every class that comes through here, I'd rather pay our owner operators that money than I had advertising companies.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
Rather it stay in the family and go to them than I had all these, different advertising companies, because we got to do that. You just to find the guy that we want, we have to spend money to get the phones to ring, to get leads to come in, because you have to go through so many leads to find that one person that you want that fits our requirements.
And typically, they already know that guy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They do a little pre-qualifying themselves on somebody coming up a truck stop. But we don't preach that enough to earn some recruiting bonuses. We would love for our owner operators to help us out on that. And man, if you really want to do good, start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's how you get paid for recruiting. There is no doubt.
It is proven to work.
Yes, it has proven to work for sure. What else we got, guys? Tell them what you go through a typical day.
Typical day, I am checking my trot lines, number one. I do a lot of texting from my computer. And, it's just a great tool to – some guys won't answer the phone. It's a weird number, but you've got a text that's coming from you, and it's got your signature pretty much on it, and you're just checking on a guy. And I check those pretty much. We get the new list of guys that have approached us like overnight. I start checking with those guys and guys that checking with that I have apps on. And, that's when you're working an app, those are always, like you say, they're different. Some need there's always something's harder to get today than it is on the next guy, and just putting his app together so that we can make a great decision on, our decision on if he's going to fit with us or not, and just steady hammering phones, answering any questions you may get. Pretty much a all-day job. Mm-hmm. Putting out fires.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of times people don't understand the day-to-day challenges you go through when you're a recruiter. trying to find a good owner operator that you need.
Yeah. I mean, you're building relationships with hundreds of different guys, and everybody is different, as far as when they're ready, what their hot buttons are. One guy may be all he's ever done is pull a flatbed and he runs over the road. Well, I can offer that guy better home time and less strenuous work, whereas, and then you got this other guy over here that, he may be single, not have a family, and he doesn't want home time. He wants to run miles, So every guy is different in what they want or need. So every phone call is different, and that's why putting good notes in our system is key. So we can make sure and follow up with that guy, after the previous conversation.
So how long have you been talking to a guy before he comes over here?
Ooh, man, it varies. It could
does.
be 2 weeks or
7, 8 years.
7 years.
I was looking at one today that's coming next week, and we had notes in there from a long time ago, back in, I want to say it was 03 or something, when we first made contact, and we've continued to keep him in our system.
Yeah. Well, we had one this week. He was recruited by David Buckles. You remember David Buckles?
Oh, that's got to be
here?
20 years ago.
Yeah. He was recruiting card by
Yep.
David Buckles, and we hired him. He's in orientation this week.
Yeah.
So,
Sometimes,
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Either we're
yeah, terrible.
crappy at our job and we can't close a deal, or but
No,
yeah,
I'm gonna go. He's just slow.
Just need a
learner.
fresh recruiter
Just slow
sometimes.
learner. Yeah, that's what it is probably. But it's true. I see it every day, all the time. Guys that's been in there and they just haven't made that decision, and it just takes a long time to have these phone calls, these conversations over and over and over, until finally they get ready to do it, because it's kind of like they got to do it on their time.
yeah, and that's how we want it.
And
Too.
that's, exactly. And
I tell guys all the time, I'm like, hey, I've got your application approved. It maybe doesn't own a truck yet. Well, I don't want you to feel like I'm rushing you. I want you to make sure and get the right truck, make sure it's a good truck, because I'm not going to give your spot away, I guess is what I'm getting at. We're always looking for the right guy, whether that's today or next month. So
and we're not the hard pressed salesman.
no, yeah.
Pressure salesman,
No.
get in here and get it now or it's over. No, we have people to talk to for years. Literally years, to get in here. And I think that is why we've got so many good ones, is we don't just take whatever's calls in.
Yeah.
How many rejects do y'all phone calls do y'all reject every day that does not qualify?
A bunch.
A lot. Too many to count.
How many apps do you reject?
Just as many.
A bunch. It's we go through
half. I would say we reject half of them we get, and then
half of the applications.
yeah, at least
At least.
at
At
least
least.
half, and then out of
I'd say
the other
more than that.
half is, we may, might have a guy approved, like you say, for 6 months, and he's just not ready to come yet, or something. But
Being a recruiter is, a lot of people don't realize that you go through that daily, every day, day in, day out, of these guys that do not qualify, guys or girls, that do not meet our standards
Today.
Because we have so stringent standards here, and it's not everybody's gonna fit it. It's just not. You get over the hurdle of the old truck, the clean shaven, the job history, the driving record, the roadside inspections, the attitude on the phone. We spend a lot of time. We're not like your typical companies. I say they're like this. I've never been in another company, but I feel like all the other trucking companies, they try to bring in everybody they can,
Many as they can.
as quick as they can, and they really don't know what they got until they start falling out in orientation. well, I don't, for whatever reason,
Right.
they talked them into coming maybe a little more pressure sales than what we are. And
Yeah.
that's not what we're going to do.
Yeah, and that's why I think those expectations that we cover with a guy are key. I mean, I did some yesterday with a guy, and it was a 40-minute conversation on the phone. But I just told him, I was like, hey, I want, whenever you show up for orientation, there's not a doubt in your mind that you're here for the reason that you want to be here.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I did you wrong if you're sitting in class and they're thinking, man, I wish I'd have known that, or, they didn't tell me that or something. And hey, if that means that, you decide to go a different route because of something we talked about on the phone, well, I mean, I hate it, but
Glad it happened now.
glad it happened now than have you over here 3 months from now.
So I
and
want
you're
to tell
quitting.
our listeners about expectations, because expectations are things that we ask the recruit to make sure we're all on the same page. And I have been, listen to this, listeners, I have been ridiculed for years because I have to put something else on the expectations. We got to ask another question. Why we got to do this? We got to do it. Well, we learn from our mistakes. Somebody comes in, I give this example. Well, no, y'all tell me what's
And just so you know, he put 3 more on there last week.
So, all right, y'all tell them what kind of crazy questions we ask them. I don't think they're crazy. I mean, I think they're legit.
Well,
You want some new ones?
Yeah,
That you
ask
put
me.
on there?
No, well, just what some of the crazy ones that we asked a recruit.
What we ask a recruit.
Yeah, what are some
Do
of
you
the
have road
expectations?
rage?
Yep.
Do you have road rage? I think that's an excellent question.
Can you manage your own money?
Yeah, great question.
Family, spousal
Yep.
support.
have you ever been convicted of a misdemeanor or felony?
There you go.
That's good stuff to know.
I mean, it is, because if you don't ask them, they probably are not gonna.
Do you run e-logs?
What kind of hobbies do you have?
There you go. Now, why is that good to know?
Man, I'm not sure, because they're all the same. I want to go vacay.
Well, I mean, it just helps you build that relationship with that guy. Some guys like to hunt and fish like I do, and we can talk about that stuff. Other guys are, man, my hobbies are work and making money, or my hobbies are,
Playing video games.
or riding a motorcycle, or spending time with my family at the, camping, or so there's all different kinds of things that guys are interested in, and that leads to, over here, I mean, you've got, I feel like you're going to make enough money and get home enough to where you can enjoy that type of stuff with your family, or
We have a section. We have a section on our expectations that's labeled health.
Yep.
So we click on the health tab that we've made this program up, and it's got a list of doctor questions that we go through and ask them these questions about medication, surgeries, what else?
Sleep apnea.
Sleep apnea.
Do you have this? Do you have that?
Ever file workman's comp?
Workers. We ask them these questions to get to know this independent contractor, because he's got to take a physical.
yeah.
So, I mean, he's got to be able to pass a physical. And all these questions have come from a problem that was
Right.
created while here.
Yeah.
Well, those questions are to help that owner-operator as far as the health goes, because if we need something before you get here, we can get it done, as far as releases or whatever. We've dealt with that, and that's why that question's asked now.
That's why we become a doctor.
Well, that's what like you said, what does a recruiter do day to day? I was going to ask you what title, because we can be a
Which
recruiter, a doctor, a finance manager, truck salesman. We do it all.
That's true.
Shrink.
Big time.
I mean, counselor.
That's with each other, though.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Well, it's a big step that these owner operators are taking because every class we have somebody just bought a truck. Every class. Somebody just bought a truck. They're nervous. They've stepped out there on their own and did a lot of things to get into this truck, and we want them to make it. We need them to make it.
Yeah.
So that's why we go through all this and try to be as thorough and as clear and as we can be, because the last thing we want is for them to roll in here on a Monday morning and they got an oil leak, rear end leaking,
Yep.
need brakes, can't pass a physical.
Yep.
We ain't got the truck paperwork that we need. Ain't paid their $22.90. I mean, it's just an endless list of stuff that
Found out about a medication he was taking that he didn't tell us.
didn't tell us about. Now we're
Now we're dealing with that.
Yep, dealing with that. It's it's a lot that you guys have to go through every day. I know y'all take the majority of it, and we get a lot of calls every day, and you just got to go through them and take your time and not get frustrated because there's so much rejection of every phone call that doesn't make the cut, and it can get you down on that next phone call that's coming in, and you got to wipe that slate clean and make sure that last call doesn't
Carry over.
carry over. That's right.
Sometimes you just got to stand up.
Or that last
Take a deep
application.
breath.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly right.
At Aero Truck Sales in Springfield, Missouri, they take the hassle out of buying and selling semi-trucks. No matter the manufacturer, the style of cab, or the type of engine under the hood, they can make you a fair offer on your semi-truck with no games or gimmicks. They carry trucks from all the major manufacturers in the trucking industry and perform a thorough inspection of every truck on their lot to ensure safety and quality and give you confidence that you're getting a reliable truck that will last you for years at a price that you can afford. Aero has partnered with Oakley Trucking and the Oakley Podcast for years and are proud to provide our owner-operators with trucks that meet Oakley's qualifications and each owner-operator's specific needs. So whether you're a first-time owner-operator or just looking for a change of scenery, give Keith Wilson a call at 573-216-6047 and let them know you heard it here on the Oakley Podcast.
We'll get done here in a minute, but the biggest thing I think, I was telling this class this week, we do our retention. Our turnover rate's 32%, which is higher than I like it to be. But I mean, that's the nature of this business that we're in. It's still low for an over-the-road company for sure. But I feel like our retention is done in the recruiting process.
Yeah, I agree.
That's where our retention is done. Like you said earlier, Corey, you don't want them coming in here finding out all new stuff that they didn't have any idea that this was going to happen. So,
Yeah, and there's things that arise as a guy's been here, whether it's family issues or
Help.
wife gets a new job, and so they got to move. Well, that changes things, and we can help with the retention. Or I say we dispatch, on helping specific cases, getting guys home different, to help to keep a guy that way. But yeah, I agree. I mean, any of the stuff that we can get done on the front end it just makes the process so much smoother. And I mean, I really think the guy, the recruit that we're talking to on the other end appreciates that too. I mean, because we're not trying to hide anything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
yeah, that's that's what it's about. Is you can't have a bunch of surprises
right.
Nope.
for them because it creates problems. And we don't. I mean, rarely do we have anybody leave in orientation unless we tell them to.
Yeah.
That's about the only time.
Right.
All right, guys. What else? Anything else you want to throw out there? Sum it up.
No.
I think it's all good. I hope we've helped our listeners, especially recruits, understand some of the benefits, and some of our owner operators that are out there now, that may not realize some of the benefits that they're getting, whether it's tire discount, fuel discount,
Yeah.
Whatever the insurance discounts that we get, the no trailer rent, like you said, that's probably one of the biggest things that recruits can't quite grasp. Running under our insurances, I mean, that makes a huge difference to a guy because I can't stress it enough. You got to take care of our customers and you got to drive safe. And you focus on those two things right there, which is plenty to focus on every day. You'll make a great living here, for sure.
You will.
All right, guys, see it. Children, you done? Or you talked the whole time?
Well, it's been pretty much the
And none of
Jeremy
it's been
Kellett show.
None
Look,
of it's been in the microphone. I've been over here working.
testing. Is it working now?
Yeah, finally at the end of the episode. Oh, me. Well, you see what I work with every day here, people. This is it. But no, great bunch of recruiters. I'm telling you, we got the best recruiting department in the business. We and we even have our advertisers that we talk to. They tell us that they go. You wouldn't believe it, but some of the advertisers out there, they listen to these phone calls. They want to see if the recruiters are the problem with all these companies, where, because the company will say, well, you're not getting us any good leads. Well, yeah, we're getting you good leads. So they go in there to listen to the phone call, and the recruiter is not doing his job. And that does not happen with us. I can tell you, advertisers call us all the time and say, man, you guys are top of the line. Y'all are on top of it, doing it right. So, and that goes to these recruiters here. These guys do a heck of a job, and the whole department, from the paperwork to Gail checking the apps to, Annabelle on the social media, and Megan and Wendy and
give
Valerie,
everybody a shout out. We couldn't do it without
we could not.
Gail, Megan, Wendy. We
Yeah.
couldn't do it without all of them.
Yeah, that's all a big help there. So it makes it go around, makes it move in the right direction. So anyway, I'll quit rambling, Kent. Appreciate everybody listening to the Oakley podcast. You guys are great. We're going to keep them coming at you, and we'll talk to you next week.